dude, Holly Holm like fucking like a ghost.
Yeah.
Like she was like teleporting.
Yeah.
Pop, pop, pop. And she was standing here and then she was over here. And Rhonda was just like, and took a knee on the way down.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, like you missed the shit out of that.
Yeah, yeah.
You couldn't have missed any worse. Welcome to another episode of Don Draper's Den, an after-hours conversation with two fools in the marketing game. We're talking culture, we're talking trash, we're really having conversations don't belong in the boardroom anyway. I'm Chris, this is Ernie. Guys, please like and comment and share and subscribe and all that fun stuff. We want to blow this thing up as much as we can. As always, we appreciate your support. So without further ado, pour yourself a glass and let's get into this.
Cheers.
Here's Steven.
Are you drinking coffee too?
I am drinking coffee too, light and sweet, kind of like me.
We're getting old. No more liquor. We're just going right for the coffee caffeine.
Whatever, dude. There's bullets in this, even though you can't see it. So kind of feeling my age lately, man. I just want to throw it out there.
46?
45. Thank you very much. 45. I'll embrace that. Shout out 1981 in the house. But the shoulder, like right here, hurts a little bit right now. Yeah. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know.
Does it take a little longer, you find, for it to heal?
I don't know. It just started bothering me today, but I didn't do anything. Yeah. You know what I mean? That warrants it being bothered. That's the part where I'm like, damn, I just woke up.
You just wake up.
And shit hurt.
That's exactly right.
That's
you
weird.
You just wake up, you're like, oh, that hurts.
That's bullshit. So that's one thing. And it's been a hot minute since we put podcast time in. We've been busy as all get out. So
yeah, I
hit the doc. I had to hit the doc, that middle-aged moment, right? The doc just wants to play with your butt is really what it is. They call it a colonoscopy. They say it's screening.
No.
let's call a spade, doc. All right, don't bullshit me.
Yeah, right.
Right, and sweet talk me. Don't just tell me I got to do it. You know, like, come on, tell me I'm pretty. So, but no, it's all good. Everything turned out fine. Mm-hmm. So, you know, at least I got that going for me. I put that on the resume. What else?
Everything come back clear, fine?
Yeah, everything's good. Yeah. You know, which is positive.
What about the side pain or whatever?
Dude.
Still?
So that's going to be next week, right? Okay. It's like one thing at a time, right? I've been increasing the water, you know, but meanwhile, it's like, what was that thing in Total Recall? Quado? You remember dude, he opens up his shirt and he's got like a wise man on his chest. He's got little arms, right?
Yeah.
The creepy little eyes and shit. Yeah. So yeah, maybe I'm growing my own Quado.
Arnold Schwarzenegger version.
Yeah. Come on. That was the version. The second one was all right.
I like the second one better.
Shut up, man. Shut the fuck up. What are you saying?
Because anything with Kate Beckinsale, dude, I'm sold.
She was pretty fun.
I don't care.
But the other one had that Latina broad.
Nah.
Right?
I like goth white chicks.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yes, you do.
Yeah.
You happen to marry one. So,
oh, by the way, change the subject. Yeah. I ended up watching that new Roadhouse movie.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I've been holding off for like the longest time, and I'm like, okay. I mean, Chris says like just watch it without thinking about the old one. You know, I liked it.
I
liked it. I thought all the actors did well. What else is his name? Conor McGregor. Dude, he was jacked.
All the way.
He even looked like thicker.
Oh yeah. I mean, he hits the UFC at 145. Right. Yeah. And when you look at him, you know, progressing from who he started fighting in the UFC, eventually Jose Aldo. Mm-hmm. Jose Aldo is like a touch bigger than me. Mm-hmm. Right. And I've met a handful of fighters. Yeah. At 155 and 170, right? Mm-hmm. And you realize, like by the 170, you're talking about a 6 foot tall man walking around in the high 80s, if not pushing 200. Some of those guys that are real muscular. So, and then you realize, like, wait a second, hold on. Conor McGregor fought at 170. Now, granted, he fought Nate Diaz at 170. Yeah, right. And Nate Diaz spent most of his career at 155. But my point is, bigger than you think. First of all, right? And if you get off, you know, if you're out of the protocol for UFC and the whole bit, Nobody's looking around.
Right.
Bop, 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 bop. Right. You take a little extra Mexican supplement. Yeah. Now he's fucking jacked as hell.
He was jacked, dude.
Super jacked. Yeah.
No, I thought it was good. I mean, I thought everything was convincing. It wasn't like, sometimes you feel like the plot develops too fast. It's like, what? No, but I thought they did a really good job creating the character development, and I wanted to see the protagonist win and kill everybody. The only thing I was disappointed in, and I wanted an ode to the original one, where he like would grab. I was hoping he'd grab like Conor McGregor's throat, and just like rip it out. That was it. That was the only thing I was hoping for.
Yeah.
Because he stabs him like, pow, 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 and I was hoping he'd be like,
spoiler alert. Yeah.
But no, I liked it. It was good.
But I think when we talked about it a while back, I was like, we watched it. Shannon and I, watched it, and then immediately, almost said nothing. Right, but I started getting up to look for the DVD because, of course, I have Roadhouse on DVD, and we watched Roadhouse, the original. Immediately after, to just kind of cleanse our palate. Yeah. You know what I mean? Just to honor Patrick Swayze. We're like, we can't let this ride, because nothing beats the feathered hair. No. Come on, right? The god awful, just atrocious boxing skills he demonstrates before throwing a caught punch. To Sam Elliott, and the one-liners, you just can't beat.
No, it was good. That's why I didn't want to watch it. I'm like, I can't.
How can you?
How could you beat?
It's Heinz 57, man. Yeah. Right? It's Coke classic.
Yeah. But I'm like, okay, just don't even think of it. It's just a completely different movie.
Yeah.
But no, but I liked it. It was good.
Yeah.
That was when Patrick Swayze did that he was like. At the top. I mean, he was doing
everywhere.
What's that one dance one?
What is the one dance one?
I forget what it's called.
It's a fucking classic. What are you talking about? Dirty Dancing.
Dirty Dancing. That's right. And then And then he did the. Man, I can't remember the names right now. Dirty Dancing. He did Roadhouse.
Yeah.
He did that one where he was like a criminal, like doing all these like risky stunts and stuff. Wasn't that him?
What's it called?
I can't remember.
Breakpoint.
Yeah.
Starring Anthony Kiedis of Chili Peppers, right? Famously shoots himself in the foot. They cut a bunch of lines because he couldn't show up on time. Flea was in that too, I think.
Was he?
Chili Peppers, if I'm not mistaken. It was a good one.
And then Ghost. He was in Ghost.
Oh, come on.
Like it was like one after another. He was like
made all of it.
Yeah.
That's great cinematic time too. Yeah. Right. Say what you will. Yeah, some of them are a little hard to watch because like we just know better about the reality of, say, shooting a gun.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I've shot a 9.
Yeah.
It doesn't do that.
No.
You know what I mean? Yeah. It's either not that loud.
Yeah.
Where'd you get the muzzle flash? Like, what's going on here? Yeah. Right? Some of this doesn't make sense. But anyways, it's fine. If you shoot a car, it doesn't blow up. Right. You can shoot the gas tank, it won't blow up.
Yeah.
It's just not like that. But it's fine. It was the 80s. We've been busy. We left off, I think, with Tales of Travel that I did to Atlanta, right? So that was a while back.
Yeah, Modex,
which was wild. But since then, I feel like I've been like super out of the office, right?
Yeah,
it's been like
I'm like
all kinds of events that I'm going to. Networking like a son of a bitch. Yeah. Meeting a lot of people. It's weird when you meet people. I've seen a bunch of people online on LinkedIn mostly. Shout out to LinkedIn. I've seen people that I follow. I've been in the same room as and maybe gotten a business card, but never interacted.
Yeah.
And now I'm kind of getting my way through those familiar rooms, right? And I'm like, oh yeah, that guy. And either they're way like you think they are or way not.
What do you think?
Right? And it's kind of been fun, like, oh, what are we going to get here? And who else? Yeah, it's been fun making kind of friends with networking friends because it's a game, man. It's just a numbers game. And, bullshitting with people and all, there's an art to it. At least I like to think there is. Maybe it's
there is an art. I mean, it's you have to quickly in networking marketing, you got to quickly develop relationships and build that trust and connection as fast as you can.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And the idea is if you have, instead of you having to do one-on-ones and meet with all these individuals with time you don't have,
right?
The time invested in networking and in those relationships, hopefully they're referring 1, 2, 3 different people throughout the year. So you're able to connect with more people that way, right?
And it's surprising how, the degrees of separation, I mean, especially around here, Cincinnati's so fucking small. Like, I run into people. It's happened where I've known people in Lexington. I didn't realize I knew them, right? And that's hours away, right? But around here in this region, right, all the way from, say, Dayton, if not a little further, all the way down to like Lexington and Louisville even. That's like, you'd be surprised how many people you know.
Yeah.
Or know somebody who knows somebody.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you can kind of like a tuning fork or something, if your frequency for whatever reason resonates with that other person, they're top of mind.
Yep.
They're top of mind, right? That's
the thing is, it's kind of like working out, right? You got to do it all the time.
Yeah.
You can't just stop. Like for me, I feel like I used to know a lot of people. Like everywhere I'd go, I would know somebody, right?
And I'll say they know you, right? Because I always rock the hat. Usually I have the gear on. I don't have today, but usually I got the gear.
Yeah.
And inevitably, it's maybe 1 in 7.
Yeah.
We're like, oh yeah, Ernie.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So it certainly makes it easy, right?
Yeah, but not having been in the game for a while,
right? It's
like I have a bit of an atrophy, right? Yeah. So it's like, oh, I'd love to be able to connect with that person, but man, I haven't connected with them in like 2 years. Yeah. Like it'd just be weird at this point, just calling up and say, "Hey, what are you guys doing?" You know, like I don't know them that well. It's not like our kids hung out together or something.
Yeah,
you know? And so it's so right now I'm struggling. It's kind of like when you that feeling when like I got to go to the gym, but I haven't been to the gym for 2 years, and just go, right?
Yeah. Get in there.
The point is just go, but it's so hard to like get there.
Yeah.
And so now, even recently, when I was riding my bike down here, I was thinking like, okay, who am I going to network with? Because I still need a network, right?
Yeah.
I think it's like just like board members, like just hang out with the board members, get to know them.
Yep.
And they're busy, right? So like once a month, a different board member, and just things like that. Like just stay with the people that I need to, and let you cover everybody else.
Yeah.
But it's just hard. That atrophy is real.
Yeah.
Even in networking.
Yeah. And I find it most days, right? Sometimes I'm just off. You can't remember shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't remember what it was. It was like it was an out of the way situation, like a BNI. Somebody from one networking group invited me to this other thing. Mm-hmm. I just wasn't ready for the moment. I didn't quite know who was going to be there, stuff like that. But anyways, I go. But I didn't have, I don't know, I didn't feel hot. I didn't have a pitch ready. I just wasn't with it, so it felt weird. And it felt like like those improv moments, which I feel like probably from music, I have that muscle ready to go. But there's been a couple of moments where I'm just flat footed.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. And I just walk away. What's funny is I ended up networking with, shout out Beers and Biz, Darren Fender and O'Shaughnessy and everybody, and Nick Smith now. So I end up there, right? Good times, a lot of good people. But there's a lot of younger, for whatever reason, maybe it's because guys have graduated or whatever, but there's a lot of young professionals.
Like oh, that's good.
23 young, And so it's kind of like they're an extreme. It's like they have like, if they're a character in a fighting game, they have like all speed, but the rest of their defense and all this, that is down, Yeah. So they got like one trick, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not hating on it. It's just what it is at the beginning, right? So it's funny engaging when maybe there's a group of 3 or 4.
Yeah.
And we're kind of, how it is, right? It's one-upmanship. It's, I know a guy and all this and that, back and forth. And they have their moment to shine and how good they are.
Yeah.
But then how quickly they fall on their face, or if they feel that awkward moment or whatever. I've seen like this kind of nervous interjection of nonsensical. I love strawberries.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What, motherfucker? That's got nothing to do with what we're talking about.
Yeah.
We're talking about robots.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of funny moments like that where I think those in the know, you just kind of like side eye the veteran. You know what I mean? Like, All right.
Yeah.
We'll let that one slip. You're good.
I think for me too, it's hard going to networking events because if there's like 100 people there, let's say, there's probably 2 I want to see. You know, for me,
want to and need to.
Okay, I got to talk to them. I got to talk to them. That's pretty much it. Everybody else, they're just like, they're leeches. They just want something from me.
Yeah.
You know, and I kind of struggle with that because part of me is like, you know, that doesn't mean that other people I can't benefit for those relationships either, even if they're young professionals or what have you. I probably could, right? But just my typical MO is go in there and like I scan the room. Okay, who are the big guys that I need to talk with? And, all right, that's it. You know, I don't, and then I rarely hand out my business card. Like if there's somebody who, you know, even if I have business cards with me, if somebody's like, hey, do you have a business card? Like, oh yeah, hey, just look for me online.
I'm on there somewhere.
Right.
So
he's like, I don't need you to send me an email, dude. I don't need that. The only time is like only if like, okay, that's the guy I need to meet. Here's my business card. Let's get together for lunch sometime.
And, shit, I'll book it then. Here's my calendar. What do you want? The return on X though, and those networking meetings, if it's not direct, then I'm like, you know, I'm keen to create like advocates in the moment, right? If I can buzz this guy up on what I'm doing, hype him up so hard that he's like, oh yeah, man, I met blah, 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 blah. And all of a sudden, you know, you've got this advocate. Right. And like, you know, hopefully the charge lasts for a couple weeks right, until I run into them again. Right. But I heard something, I can't remember the guy, Moraine was his last name. You know the guy's name, Mike or Mark, something like that. Anyways, but he did a good spiel the other day that I saw about networking. Right. And he said, he was just talking about like the sheer, like the multiplier effect, you know, I know that, but I was reminded of it, of like, you know, 1, they know 10 know, you know, 100, it turns into 10,000 real fast. Right. And it just kind of like, I don't know, it was nice to have that reminder because a lot of times like I'll start focusing on one element of the networking sales thing and, you know, and you kind of forget. Right. Sometimes I feel like it sways, right? It's like, man, there's so many people to talk to. Where do you go first? It's a smorgasbord. You get stunted by like, holy shit, there's so much to do. And then on the other side, you're starving. You know what I mean? You're just like, oh, I've talked to everybody. Who am I going to call now? And what about? Right. So anyways, a lot of networking. That's been keeping me out of the office.
You went on vacation.
Oh man, we did a vacation. That's right. Went on a little cruise. Dude, Shannon she finally got it. Credit where credit's due. She finally got it. But for like weeks, if not a month or 2. She was like, where are we going? And I honestly couldn't tell you either. You know what I mean? Because I'm just busy and I just wasn't there yet. Like, I don't know. I'll go there when I go there. You know? But it's down there somewhere, Caribbean, you know? Caribbean Princess, decent cruise. Food was all right, B-, but everybody was happy. It was great. So a lot of old people, almost had my toes run over like more than a few times. You know, there's a lot of wheelchairs down there.
Really?
Yeah. But that's fine because we're in a lot of kids. So it's a trade-off. So anyways, we didn't know where the hell we were going. So finally I look at it. I'm like, okay, it was Bahamas, Nassau. Yep. So there's Nassau, there's Dominican Republic,
Bahamas,
something else. It was like a key. Really just had the refuel. And then the last one was Turks and Caicos. But Turks and Caicos is impossible to remember for some reason for Shannon. So eventually I just said, we're going to turkeys and crocodiles. It's going to be fantastic. It was like everything but Turks and Caicos. I'm like, stop it. That's not the name. So, but it was cool, man. It was everything you think it should be, right?
How long did it take for you to finally like wind down and actually be in vacation mode?
Dude,
how long were you in vacation mode before you had to, for your itching to get
Let me paint you a picture, right? Because I'm a picture.
How many days? Like you got to break it down.
It was Saturday we left on Saturday to get to the hotel in Orlando.
Okay.
Saturday night. And then Sunday afternoon, we're on the boat.
Okay. So you're on a boat Sunday.
And then the next Sunday, we step off directly to the airport. We're home and you pick us up.
7 days.
7 days.
Okay.
So
how long did it take for you to finally like wind down?
2.5 days.
So
possibly
Sunday, 3. Monday. So Tuesday, midday.
Yeah, something like that.
Maybe Wednesday.
Maybe like at 7:37 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Wednesday.
And then
I got wound up again by like Friday morning. You know what I mean? I woke up and I was like, well, here we go. You know?
So it's like basically you had one full day Thursday.
Dude, here's the picture, right? It's like, I don't know. I'm a born fighter. I got to do some shit, you know, just put me in, right?
Mm-hmm.
So remember that scene in The Matrix #3 where Neo has gone blind. He's blinded at this point, right? He's got a bandage.
Yeah.
And Trinity is driving, I don't know, whatever the plane, but whatever it is, right? And there's this moment where the octopus robot guy is chasing them through wherever.
Yeah.
And she's got no choice but to just straight up.
Yep.
And for just the briefest of minutes, it pokes through the clouds, and Trinity is the only human being to have seen the sun in like 100 years or whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
And it's just this moment, you know, the look, I mean, that on her face is just like, right, that's come to Jesus right there, right? So she sees it like, and then that descent back into the abyss. Right?
That was you for
that was me.
Moment.
Just for a brief minute, I was like, I felt pretty good. Yeah, this is nice.
Yeah.
Well, here we go.
Here we go. Gotta get back.
Gotta go back.
So then I guess a week is right for you.
Yeah.
From that standpoint, because if you took a short like 3-day cruise, you wouldn't even be relaxed by the 3rd day. You'd be like right back. Right. Yeah. You had to have that longer period of time to finally just, all right, I'm here. Like I gotta let's just enjoy it.
You know, it's funny is there was a dynamic too. I don't know if Shannon felt it either, but there's a dynamic where I really did just let go of the reins. You know what I mean? Like if it was a boat, I would have just dumped the oars. Fuck it. I don't know, man. I'm floating. Jesus has the wheel, bro. I don't fucking care. So there was that moment, right? But my utter indifference to time, any plans, or you know what I mean? I was just like, I don't know what time is it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't care. Let's just get some shrimp. You know, it was funny to see her then kind of like, well, we have to figure out what time it is. I'm like, do we?
Do you?
Right. So it was a little brief dynamic shift, but eventually I was like, all right, I'll take the wheel back. We got to get shit done. So
see, it's funny because like of those 7 days for me, probably 4 days I'm just sleeping.
Yeah.
Because like usually for vacation, it's like finally I don't have to worry about anything.
Right.
That my whole body finally shuts down.
Yeah.
And I hardly could even keep my eyes open. Right. And because for somebody who doesn't sleep much, it's like I'm always, okay, what's the next thing? Okay, I got to wake up. Well, I don't have anything. All right.
Just
done.
Off.
Done. Like while you were, I think you had just left the same weekend when we were at Sonic Temple.
Yeah.
And we had our RV there in the lot. And I must have slept it was 4 day. We were there Wednesday night and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and we left Monday morning. So of those days, I probably slept like a good majority of the time.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. Yeah.
It's funny. Hannah and I talk about it all the time. When we go Vegas, it's weird, but like we go to Vegas to sleep.
That's so crazy.
Like anywhere we go, really. Finally, we can't do anything with work. There's nothing we can do.
Right.
The kid's safe. The dogs are taken care of.
Right.
Have nothing to worry about. Then we just crash.
Right. Just out.
Yep.
I find I don't know what that is, but I know it's what I am. Right. Whereas when I was a kid, you'd have thrown other terms at it like ADD and or like fill in the blank. Right. But what I remember the sensation of it being young, even as a teenager, and essentially being like kind of stuck with my parents. And you know what I mean by that. I was fortunate. I went on vacation every now and then. Like, it's fine. But nonetheless, it wasn't, I didn't have free will, you know? And so I look back on those kind of moments where I'm like bored to tears, like what is the purpose? It's not just boredom. It's like existential, like why? Why does anybody do this? Right. So I realize now, like, that's just how I am. Right. And now I can do something about it. Right. So I certainly brought my guitar with me on this.
Oh, you did? You were able to?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, you know, it was a daily practice.
You brought your like lower end, like travel guitar.
Yeah. Brought the Ovation.
In case it broke or something.
Just leave it in the fucking rain. Dude, those things are like indestructible. They're like,
is that a plastic
Toyotas.
back?
Yeah. Plastic back, like rounded. Back. And it doesn't give a shit if it's cold.
Right.
It doesn't matter. Matter. It plays pretty much the same all the time. So,
did you spend much time in your cabins?
That was kind of the retreat, you know, because it was hot as fuck, man. Like really hot. And we did put some time in on the deck. But didn't have the sun lotion, or maybe we did. I think we had one day with sun lotion, more for the islands. But it's just different, man. You know, maybe it's in my head, but it's really sunny there.
I know you guys saw a comedian. Did you see any other entertainment, or was there
two comedians,
theater type thing?
Two comedians. We saw a show, like Vegas style, type show,
like singing, dancing type.
Yeah, they had like a proper opera song type thing going on. That was nice. It went along with the formal night. So kudos to the theme, to the I guess event people or whatever that put that all together. So it was cool too, because like I didn't know it at the time because it wasn't really well planned out. You know, day by day I was looking at the schedule, whereas people obviously had probably 2 weeks before getting to the fucking boat, they'd been like, "Oh, Tuesday's formal night, blah blah." So for me, it was kind of a surprise. I'm like, why is everybody dressed up so nice? You know, and then I go to the show. I'm like, oh, they're doing opera tonight. I get it. So yeah, they had that. They had like a rock kind of showcase, you know, giving you the hits. Pat Benatar, Heart,
kind of like a Kings Island type.
It was pretty good, and it was cool to see. I was entertained by the fact that the band. It was like 7 or 8 on stage. 7 or 8 on stage. The band was really filling in the gaps, right? So the violinist was playing a violin, but he had a synth or MIDI or whatever hooked up to it. And so it was, he had like a supporting track, but it was live to him playing. Right. So if he's playing the the melody, then the chords are under him. Right. He'd programmed it out, I assume. So anyway, so when he does that, it sounds big. Right. You've got a full, set of strings behind you. So that was cool. That was a dynamic there. The guitar player, he did all the things he played so they're at the pit at night. But then they're out on the deck playing fucking Margaritaville and all that shit, and like jazz time over here and some of that there. So seeing him around the ship was like not just impressive, right? Because of course you're going to have that kind of skill, but the depth that he brought to each piece of music, right? When he played jazz. I am no jazz aficionado like that, but I know the difference. And he really could play some cool licks. I was like, wow, that's really impressive. Right. And then when he did, Rock Night, what they do, maybe Sweet Child of Mine or something, some Guns N' Roses. And he took the solo, half the solo was spot on. Right. I mean, fucking spot on. And I was like, wow, that's pretty awesome, man. I was never one to learn solos, I like making it up. And he just pulled out his entire dick and dropped it on the ground. I was like, damn, he can shred his dick off. It was amazing. And he just improv'd, went buck wild on it. I was like, wow, man, that guy's really good. So, it was good piano players, good singers. There's this one couple who I guess tour together or whatever. Do the cruise circuit, and he had a great voice, and like tall, dark, and handsome. Like had it all going on, and funny. And so they gave me like a real Vegas vibe. And then his wife was an aerialist, so she might have a ring.
Yeah.
And she might have a rope and a silk sheet to spin on. And then at the end, whatever their names are, I wish I could shout them out, but he did some very basic, but still, he like got himself up in I think it was the silk sheet. He got his body up there in such a way he was able to hold on. And he's singing with like a head, welcome to McDonald's kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so he's singing pretty decently. And they do a finale with him holding her up, and she's doing some kind of a thing, like with her own ring, I think.
Yeah.
And then he is suspended upside down, and singing.
Yeah, that's fine.
And he wasn't doing his very best work, but it was still pretty fucking impressive.
Yeah.
Way better than I can sing. That's true. So yeah, that was entertaining. But otherwise, man, it was just eating. Like I've
just ate
like a fucking 80.
That's all I'd really be caring about. I just want to eat and drink.
Bro, and I got that blood work done, and my cholesterol is a little high. So every shrimp, I was like, well, you know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna dance with the devil, you may as well lead.
Yeah.
So I ate the fuck out of some shrimp.
Nice.
Yeah. So
nice.
Yeah, man, it was fun. It was fun. It was worth it.
I don't know if I'd want to do a cruise again. I did one once. Yeah. I think the only time I'd ever do it is if like we pair it with like some reunion with my family or something. And then it's just kind of fun hanging out, catching up with family and doing stuff. But I don't know. I don't know because like I said, we'd sleep most of the time. So I don't know if I'd want to just be stuck in a cabin.
Yeah.
I love Vegas because we'd sleep during the day till like 4 or 5, then wake up.
Yeah. The night is yours.
Yeah. And then you have the rest of the night, right. Get something nice dinner and then go.
Yeah.
But that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. It did. I'll say this. It shut down at like 11:30,
What?
The boat like in general.
Kind of general.
Like
you can still wander about.
Oh, yeah. As to your heart's content, but it's empty.
Yeah.
Right. Everything's closed. You're like, well,
did you ever like just walk out of a deck when it's like dark out and just where it's quiet and just kind of look over into the black ocean?
A time or two. Yeah. Well, we had a balcony too.
Oh, that's
right.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's
cool. Which, by the way, there is no way in hell I can't have a balcony. Yeah. Like I walked past the other rooms, while they were getting cleaned. I think we were going to go out on an excursion, and I just happened to walk by one. I don't know, I guess the first day, and I looked and I was like, "What? Oh, it's just a box." Yeah. You know what I mean? It just hits different. You're just stuck in a box.
Yeah.
And then the first 2 days, bro, we were, I don't know, whatever direction we were going, but like we were sailing, like the waves were going this way. Mm-hmm. And so they were rocking the shit out of the boat. Mm. Like it was way more than I'd ever experienced. Yeah. Like a lot more. It was a lot to deal with. So
Did they have the whole, like, was it one of those mega ships where they had like water slides and basketball courts?
No, they didn't have water slides. They had a little water park kind of area, but there was only a handful of kids.
That's cool.
I think there was like 3,000 people or something.
Yeah. I couldn't do it with kids. No.
That was not. I'm not trying to do that.
No.
Plus, it's gross, right? Yeah. Like I went there fairly confident with the buffet. They had somebody stationed at the entrance to the main cafeteria dining hall. And so they were like making sure, hey, wash your hands.
Yeah.
Right. I'm like, good idea.
Yep.
I don't mind doing that.
Yep.
Right. So, but yeah, if you go on like some other ship, Disney, just toddlers, putting their hands in the fucking ZD.
Yeah,
motherfucker, get out of here. I can't eat this. Savage.
Can't do it.
So
I'm the same way. Like I told you this before. I have a hard time even eating like pastries or cookies that like kids have made.
Yeah.
Like, oh, look, Uncle, we made these cookies. They're like, yay, these look great.
Yeah. Is that a booger right there?
Yeah.
What is this? Yeah.
Like, did you wash your hands while you're doing this? Were you itching your ass while you're doing it? Like, no.
Yeah. I will say in support and defense, Melody, she's like a clinician, man. She's like a doctor. So she doesn't play games. But otherwise, I totally agree with you. I get it. So that's been the thing. I went on the cruise. You hit Sonic Temple. What were some standouts at Sonic Temple? What were some performances where you're like, holy shit?
Slaughter Prevail. Like after seeing them again, like
so good.
Hands down, they're probably one of my favorite bands. And
yeah.
Alex the Terrible's
they're so fucking heavy, bro. Like,
yeah,
I can't. That's the weird part for me, bro. Like, as a bona fide metalhead for a long fucking time, right? Over 30 years, I would listen to Cannibal Corpse and all the classic death metal bands by now, and Obituary and all that shit. And that was like heavy, and people thought I was literally like sacrificing human beings on my off time, right? Yeah. Now, and like the real hardcore was like this grindcore band called Mortician, right? Mortician is the heaviest, the fucking heavy for that time. By the time we get flash ahead to like Alex Terrible and Slaughter Prevail and so many others, I mean, they're just the tip of the spear, right? But there's a lot of killer bands. Vitriol is another one. But they're bringing the heaviest of the fucking heaviest. The playing is amazing. The show is out of control. Like they have the benefit of seeing, okay, these guys are fucking hella underground. They've kept it as real as possible. Yeah. You're not going to find a girlfriend at their show. That's for sure. Right. And so they kind of absorb that. Yeah. But they're like, by the way, I love, well, maybe not in Russia, but like, I love some hip hop, right? Yeah. There's an element of showmanship there, right? Of like being braggadocious or whatever that angle, right? So they take some of that. And then they're like, oh yeah, but by the way, I saw Marilyn Manson in like 1999 or some shit. Yeah. What a fucking show. Yeah. And they just pull it all in. And now you get like Slaughter to Prevail. It's like, dude, that's so fucking heavy. How is it so popular?
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's wild.
Love it. And every time he like did his growl, like I think it was making Hannah swoon. Like she was just like, oh, like I think she's gonna leave me.
The fading couch.
Yeah, exactly. Like get a hold of yourself. But it was like so amazing. And then he moves his mic out and it's still really loud. And like, oh shit, dude,
that's badass.
It's crazy. Yeah. But I got to watch all the ones that I like. So we got Stained, Slaughter Prevail, Avatar, Lorna Shore.
Yeah. Who sings for Lorna Shore?
I don't know the name, but he was impressive too. Because he's a skinny, goth-looking guy.
Now he doesn't have
Kublai Khan. I love Kublai Khan.
The Lorna Shore. Does he have the curly hair, or is that? I think that's the old singer now. Yeah, I think that's the old singer.
Hannah would probably know that. He had long hair and it was like colored.
Okay, yeah, but, no, I don't think that's the same guy. Because that guy,
skinny looking dude, and all of a sudden he just goes up there and he's just growling like, "Holy shit!"
Right.
Kublai Khan was awesome too. Yeah. Like I don't know, he's like, he's kind of like Alex the Terrible, not as big, but he's like just ripped. Yeah. And he's just like.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I love it. Love every minute of it. Well, it's funny though because like our first concert was Stained. Yeah. And for whatever reason, Hannah was ripping on me because my shoes. She's like, "You're always wearing Adidas. You got to get cooler shoes." She was telling her friends who were there. She's like, Ernie's hot, like 75% until you get to his shoes. Then he's wearing these old man shoes. I'm like, my fucking last time was New Balance. Right. Now it's my Adidas, right? Right. Well, I told you the New Balance story last year. Sure. Well, then it happened perfectly because we're watching Stain and she's like, "Oh, he's so hot." Like the lead singer, dude. Yeah, I remember. And then they would zoom on in his like feet, and then he puts his foot on the monitor. What's he wearing? Adidas. I'm like, "Oh, really? He's hot." Look at his Adidas. And then to make it even better, we go watch Slaughter Prevail. And he's like, puts his foot on the monitor. Sure. I'm like, "Oh, look at that." Adidas. I'm like, so really?
Shoes in the other foot, bitch.
Exactly.
How about it?
How about that? So I think, that's 100% right now.
That's,
she's like, well, they're still wearing dad shoes. I'm like, whatever. Basically, whatever old people wear, that's considered. I think the new dad shoes
are, bro.
The new dad shoes are like Vans. Yeah. Because now, like, I think guys like me are nearing their 50s or in their 50s. They still want to be young. So you're wearing Vans, you're wearing these Adidas, whatever. And all of a sudden it repels all the young people like, ugh. Dad's wearing those shoes. Yeah, I'm not wearing those.
Whatever, dude. Fucking kids wear some dumb bullshit. Women, I don't know what they're doing. The broads walking around, they look halfway decent, but they got the I've talked about it, stonewashed jeans up to their tits. Like, what the fuck are you doing? You look like my mom in like 1993. You look like shit. Get rid of these big fucking dumbass glasses. Show off what you got before God takes it away.
Takes it away from you.
Exactly. Makes me so mad. Like, if you look at pictures from women in like the 60s, 70s, yeah, man, that's how you dress. God, what happened? It was like 1979, and they were just like, you know what we want to do? We want to look like shit for the next decade and a half, at least. And then those jogging suits with like a sequin fucking like flower or like a panther or some shit. Get the fuck out of here. All of it. I hate that. Anyways, it's fine. Wear what you want.
Okay, he's back.
Wear what you want. Who am I? I don't know. I'm wearing. I don't know. I don't even ride a bike. Here I am.
No, I'm with you, man. But no, the concert was awesome. But I think Hannah got some heat stroke the last day because she was like not feeling well. So we didn't really. I think we watched one band on the last day. The day before, we didn't watch anybody. We just slept in the whole time. Yeah, just for ticket price, I'd be like, no, I'd be doing the math. I'm like, all right, based on the ticket price per day, I'm going to need to see X amount of bands at cost of X. I think ours is like, we just like the ambiance, right? You know,
just kind of be there.
You're there, you're hanging out with people, friends, all our friends were coming in after the night was over to hang out, you know, because they didn't want to like struggle with the traffic or taking an hour to get an Uber ride. So they just go and hang out at our RV, would feed them, would just laugh. And one night, we had a birthday party for Derek Brown. Yeah. Shout out to Derek. Happy birthday.
Brown, bro.
And they had an Airbnb. So like it was nice because we just, left the RV, hung out at his place and, had a little birthday cake, played games and stuff. And yeah, like, it's just more, we like the community of the people than just watch the bands that we like watching versus like Derek, dude, he would be in there from like morning till night and he's hitting every obscure band along the way. Like
sometimes you get a gem. Every now I saw Goblicon. Is that how you say that name? Goblicon. But like the lead singer is dressed up like a goblin. Right. Okay. And he actually has like a I don't even know if it's still on. It probably is. I don't really know. I've seen a couple of clips, but he has like a David Letterman style interview show for just like, the guys in like Suicide Silence or some shit will go on it, like more obscure kind of in it bands. His character name is John Goblicon. It's amazing. It's amazing. Anyways, I was at a festival and I was like, let me see, what is this? Right? Necrogoblicon. I think that's what it's called. And yeah, so every now and again you find some gems where you're just like, it's like, 10:30 in the morning or some shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. You're sitting there eating like a falafel and like a stale beer and you're just like, what the fuck am I watching, man? And some guy dressed up like a goblin just screaming with like keyboards and shit. So yeah, there's some gems in there.
That reminds me, we saw, I think coming in like at Louder in Life or Incarceration.
Yeah.
There's this band that we saw. I think they're called like McMetal or something. Have you heard of them? But they're
Ronald McDonald is the lead singer.
Yeah.
Yes, I know what you're talking about. I've seen pictures.
I don't know what they call it. Yes. I think it's like McMetal or something. But like they're all dressed up as McDonald's characters. I want to see them so bad.
Beautiful. Hilarious. There's Flanders. I don't know if that's the name of the band or what, but they're all dressed like Ned Flanders from The Simpsons.
It is,
and it's pretty awesome metal.
I would say, as much as we enjoyed Sonic, though, the lineup wasn't as good this year. Like I'm like the headliners, I didn't really care for. Tool was one of them. It's like okay,
Tool's good.
Yeah,
but still play.
Yeah, of course. But like, I'm used to like okay, you're gonna have ICP at one moment, Sleep Token. You're gonna have Metallica's gonna be there for 2 nights, and all these big names, but they didn't have impressive. Big, yeah, no, they are. I'm just saying, like, but of the 4 nights, though, like, I don't even remember the other 3. Like, Tool was like the biggest of them all, in my opinion. Like, I don't even remember the others.
Yeah.
And so I felt like the organizers had a harder time filling up the lineup this year. But no, but we just like just the ambiance, like the music in the background, being around like-minded people, not thinking about anything, riding our scooters up to the place.
Ring, ring.
The scooter comes in handy, dude, especially with an RV, because you could check in and out.
Right.
And so we'd go in, watch a couple bands, and take a scooter back, and just you get something to eat. Like we didn't have to eat there. So food is so expensive.
I gotta imagine.
And the drinks are like, for one mixture, like a little thing of like Jack and Coke, you're spending like $20. It's ridiculous.
Fuck off,
yeah,
bro.
but we got a guy, dude. There's this guy we met last year, and he's always in the VIP tent.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna name names. I don't want to get in trouble, but he knows us now.
Okay.
And so he just like, he'll turn the little pad and say, just tap on it, tap your card here. So I'll be like, I'm just like, just pretending like I tap on my card. And then we would, we'd tip him $20.
Right.
And instead of like $40 and then we got the tip.
Right.
It's like, okay, well, here's $20. Dude is making a killing.
That's awesome.
So every time we get drinks, it's like $20 right to him.
Very nice.
And he's doing this with other people.
Oh yeah.
And it's funny because we was like, I was wondering, like Stain was like more like in the evening, and he's like, I was wondering if we're gonna be here this year,
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he takes care of us, man.
Yeah, it's good. Good to have the hookup every now and again.
But it's expensive. I mean, the shirts, the merch. So I'm like, nah, I'm trying to spend as little money as I possibly can at this place. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of merch tables, and I just can't.
If it's a band I like, then
I usually just buy it off the site.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if I have to.
We like collecting those. Well, with our Knucklehead Lounge, we like collecting those like posters and stuff.
Yeah.
So, but a lot of that we could just get offline.
Exactly.
Like, why have to carry it around the whole day?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna fucking lose it. Some drunk guy's gonna squish it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
What about the? Are you a soccer fan?
Oh,
you're a soccer fan. Wait, are you a soccer fan or are you like a World Cup fan?
I'm a soccer fan.
You're a soccer fan.
Yeah, I'm a soccer fan. I grew up playing soccer.
Did you, bro?
Yeah, I love soccer, and that's coming up. Like, I can't wait. Like when this comes out, like a few days after, I think World Cup starts.
How long is it?
It goes for like, I want to say like 6 weeks or something like that.
Really?
Mm-hmm. But it's awesome. Like, I love everything about the World Cup because like you get, not only do you see all these different countries, but it's like the best of every country, playing. Yeah. So you get to see the Ronaldo and the Messis and the, everybody else. Like, I just wish US could like put out a better product. Usually we don't make it out of group play. But last World Cup, it was phenomenal. It was when I think Messi with Argentina finally won. Okay. And he, is known as like the greatest, right? One of the greatest to ever do it, play the game. But he would always like kind of like just freeze during the World Cups. And, that was the last thing like on his resume that he didn't get as a World Cup title.
Right.
But the last World Cup 4 years ago, he did. He won the whole. Argentina won the whole thing.
Right.
And I remember, dude. Like, I woke up. It was an early game. I woke up in the morning and I'm just watching this. Like, come on, Messi! Come on, Messi! And then they end up winning it. Oh, dude, I was playing. I was just like screaming, like, yeah. Oh, it was awesome, man.
It's gotta feel. I mean, it can't be any bigger, man.
No,
like, that's worldwide sport. Now, I remember being younger. And soccer was a thing in America. Like, it was kind of like, I remember when they're like, you know what, we should try doing this soccer thing. Right. That was the vibe.
Right.
And I think all of America was like, huh? Just my kid plays soccer. What? Other people do this? And then whenever it was, I don't really know, but I remember running in a bar in the early 2000s, and I kind of look and I'm like, holy shit, look at all those people. But it's like, I didn't have the internet in the house that I lived in. Yeah. Just out of once I left my folks' house, like what was I, 21-ish, somewhere in there. And so there was no internet in my life for like a good 5 to 7 years.
Yeah.
You know? And it just wasn't what it is now anyway. You couldn't really watch shit online like that.
No, they weren't streaming things.
No, not at all. You know?
That's why for me, the reason why I'm a Manchester United fan is because the only games you ever saw when we were growing up were like the big games, like the Man U versus Liverpool game.
Yeah.
Like that's it. And so like finally I get to watch the Premier League on TV, and those are the only two teams you ever get to see.
Yeah,
and so I'm like, well, I get to choose which one, you know. So I chose Man U. Huh. But no, it was the thing that I noticed with soccer in the U.S. is like when I played growing up, I was good. I was a good soccer player. I scored a lot. We always won. I was on good teams. I was on travel teams and club teams and stuff like that.
I was not. I was the sweeper.
Yeah, but it was a different time.
Yeah.
Like I was good only like natural talent type thing.
Yeah,
nowadays, like if I took my young Ernie then and put it to these kids now, I'd get smoked.
Not even fucking close.
Get smoked. The type of the footwork and drills they go through. Right. We didn't do that back then. I mean, yeah, sure, some kids were like pretty talented with their foot skills.
Right.
But like you look at where they're at now, I'm watching, like I was even watching my sons, and that was a few years ago. I'm like, damn, I never was able to do that, you know, and yet I was good at that time. Like I wouldn't even make it in like the C team at this point, like the lowest of the club teams.
I guess I equate that as the American experience. I equate it in a way, probably not as extreme, to fighting, to mixed martial arts, because the Dan Severns and the Don Frys of the world, who are in the late 50s now, they don't stand a chance. And it's not for like, those motherfuckers would have fought you at your grandma's house. Yeah. Right. So it wasn't about that.
Yeah.
And they probably had, honestly, pound for pound, I bet they had more fights just in general. Right. But they didn't have the skill. Like they just didn't have that level of technique, because like, where would you have gotten it from? And their coaches would have all been separate coaches, right? The nutritional game and the understanding of physiology, you know what I mean? Just all of it is like, it dwarfs whatever they did back then. And it was just all cock, no brains back then. Yeah. You know, just badassery.
It's different now, right?
Yeah. And I would say soccer's got
well, in US. Yeah. But what's funny is that you still take the soccer, like as advanced as the kids now are these days, don't even compare to the...
No, they're 4, 5, 7 British generations deep.
The kids in the UK. It's because generationally they've been playing in the UK and in other countries, right? Yeah. And so it's just, we don't even come close. So, but it's getting there. You know, the US, I think now they got a few academies now where like if you are gifted, they'll pull you out of and put you in this academy, still get your schooling, but you're basically practicing soccer for your whole life, you know?
I brought up some stats. I'm kind of curious about we got biggest World Cup ever, 48 expanded from 32 teams to 48 national teams.
Oh, nice. Okay.
That means there's going to be 104 matches, up from 64. The tournament will feature 12 groups of 4 teams before moving into a 32 team knockout bracket.
Do they say who's on the... Did they figure the groups out? Like who?
Not as far as I see. No.
Okay.
No.
I'm wondering who.
All right. So here's a weird one. This will be 2026 World Cup is the first men's World Cup ever to be hosted by 3 nations: the U.S., Canada, Mexico. So the majority is going to be so it'll be in 16 cities across North America, and the majority is going to be in the U.S. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Mexico City, it looks like Estadio Azteca, will be the first stadium in history to host matches in 3 different World Cups: 1970, 86, 2026.
Wow.
That's a cool stat. First timers: Jordan, Uzbekistan, Cape Verde. What the fuck is Cape Verde? That's a country?
Yeah.
Really? I don't know that at all.
It sounds like maybe in Africa somewhere.
Some fucking place.
Maybe I'm thinking Cape Horn. I don't know.
Curacao, which I thought that was just an alcohol. And then the final will be near New York City, MetLife Stadium. Actually, I think that's in Jersey. Anyways, so a couple little interesting factoids there. It's cool.
I would love to make it to a World Cup game. I don't think anything's being hosted in Ohio, like Columbus Crew Stadium or FC Cincinnati Stadium. But if it were, I'd try to make it. But I hear that the tickets are expensive. So
like $1,000.
Yeah, something $1,000 expensive, at least for good seats.
Dude, like NFL games are like that though, right?
No,
really?
Well, I'm talking Browns. I mean it's expensive, but maybe like to get the lower seats, like what, $255 to $500.
Fuck out of here, man!
Yeah,
a family of 5.
Well,
you know what I mean?
5,
imagine
that's expensive. Yeah.
How do people do it? How do they do it?
I have no idea.
Where does it? How? Where does it come?
I saw Browns. They're launching a new indoor stadium here, like in a few years. They're breaking ground. They already broke ground.
Okay.
But they already put announcements for like put your deposit down for season tickets. And I was like, oh, I'd love to if I lived closer. But yeah,
that's like a 4-hour ride or something.
Yeah, about 4 hours. But like I'd hit one game a year. And that's hopefully one game a year. But that would
see him lose anyway.
What are you talking about? Dude, I was saying before, if the Browns go to Super Bowl,
that's it.
That's the only time. I don't care. If I'm broke, I will find a way to get into that stadium. I will steal.
Sorry guys, nobody's getting paid this month.
Beg, borrow, or steal just to get in there.
Out.
I don't care.
Right. That's what I was saying, man. You'd be out there.
You'd be like,
you'd never make it there.
This like huge client, a prospect.
Yeah.
You need to be at this meeting. I'm like, no.
Sorry, bro. Sorry. I stole 17 refrigerators. I fucking tried to fence them. I got caught by the feds.
Yeah.
I got a felony on me now.
But I got to go to the game.
I got to go to the game.
I don't care.
Browns will be so proud. They'll put it on the news.
Yep.
One of our loyal fans.
Faithful fans.
Charged with several felonies to get these tickets.
Yeah. I'll drop everything. I don't care. I got to go.
That's funny.
Even if they're playing it, in the other side of the country, I don't care.
That's funny.
I'm making it.
Yeah. No, you know what? Because being around you now enough, I think I would be, just for your sake, I'd be fired up.
Yeah.
I'd be like, all right, man, we got to go to this.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
It'd be fun. Yeah. It'd be fun. So yeah, I'd be down for that.
I would be crying. I mean, like, and then if they won, I'd be crying. I'd be like, I'd be pulling up Brown stories for motivational speeches and stuff for like the next year or two. Talking about loyalty.
The dad in
all the themes.
In Rudy.
Yeah.
Remember that scene in Rudy?
He starts crying. Yeah.
Single tear.
Yeah.
Oh,
no, I would have single tear. I'd be bawling. I'd be like, if they won, I'd be bawling.
What would your old lady's expression be if you could guesstimate that as you're sitting there just crying into your brown
she would be
scarf?
with me too.
Yeah.
She'd be like, I don't know about crying, but she'd be like really like, because when she's not really into football, but when we do watch a Browns game, she gets into it.
Fired up.
Yeah, she's fired up.
She's that type of lady too. Yeah. Like she'll be with you.
Yeah.
She'll be fired up.
Especially at the games. Right. Like if it's at like B-dubs over in Wilmington, she'd be fucking playing
side-eyeing you, judging the shit out of you.
Not King. What's that game you play where you pick all the numbers?
I don't know.
And you look on a screen and it
oh yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
No.
Yeah, fuck.
I don't play it, obviously.
We're bookending this whole podcast with middle-aged shit, and here we are, just forgot.
Yeah.
What the fuck is it called?
Keno. Yes, Keno. So she'd be playing Keno while I'm watching the game.
Dude, and judging you totally the whole time, like pussy.
But if she's at the event, she does get into it, and she's like, screaming at the players and stuff with me. But yeah, so that's coming. That's coming up. World Cup is coming up.
Yeah.
Maybe next podcast we could talk about 4th of July, because we're here.
Big year, dude.
We're at the end here, but
big year.
250 year anniversary. Yeah.
Dude, we got It's so bananas. The UFC card, right? With all the political violence that is actually going on, the balls of the president and the UFC to be like, we're putting on an event.
Yeah.
What? Are you sure? So but the card itself, at first I was a little like, it's good.
Yeah.
Right. Topuria is a really good fight. All right, it's cool. And Justin Gaethje, but the way that they made the heavyweight fight, did you hear that story? So Josh Hokett, he's a character, right? He's honestly is a bit obnoxious, a little much, but anyways, he can fight his ass off. And so he has a great night, like, I don't know, a month ago or 2 months ago, something like this. And Trump happens to be at the fight. Not too uncommon. And one way or the other, Trump leans over and is like, oh, no, sorry, this happened second. So Josh wins the fight. And so while all that's going on, that particular fight card, Donald Trump leans over to Dana White, owner of the UFC, president of the UFC, and says, hey, why isn't Derek Lewis, the Black Beast, why isn't he fighting on the White House card? Real casual. Dana White's like, yes, sir. Knows the mission, right?
Yeah.
So he immediately calls Derek Lewis, like, look, president wants you to fight on the White House. Yes, sir. You know what I mean? Fucking put me in.
Put me in, yeah.
So Derek Lewis is signed up, right?
Yeah.
No opponent, no plan. He's in.
Yeah.
Sight unseen. So then Josh Hokett has a hell of a night and put it on Curtis Blades, man. Just man, Blades is a motherfucker. It was an awesome fight, but really showed who he was. And so Joe Rogan is like, God damn, can we get this guy on the White House card? Dude, it was like perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. So then literally by the time the press conference is it's probably about an hour after the event. By the time the press conference happens, Dana White's like, all right, we've added another fight to the fucking card. And it's this crazy heavyweight fight where somebody's going to sleep. Like these, Derek Lewis, by the way, he's one of my favorite fighters. So he's got Knockout King tattooed on his chest.
Oh, wow.
He's a bad dude. I think he's from outside of Houston, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So just the wrong motherfucker. So anyways, the card's be crazy. It's the July 4th birthday for the US. So it's gonna be
We've talked more about it in the next episode. But before we close, we should close. So disappointed that Ronda Rousey Gina Carano match, dude.
Like, who didn't know that was going to happen?
I mean, yeah, I kind of suspected anyways, but I was like, I just hope, just at me be a little more entertaining, And I remember I was like, okay, I couldn't watch it the day of. The next day, I'll watch it, but somehow it popped up. Yeah. And I'm like, shit. I already know who won. And then I look, I'm like, 17 seconds. I didn't watch it. I'm like, this is ridiculous. I did catch it on a YouTube clip.
Right.
Like she just basically ran over, put her
just jumped on like a spider monkey, and that was it.
Which, that's right. She should have done that.
That's exactly what she should do.
She should do that in every one of the matches she lost.
Right.
Because she's horrible on her feet. She's not a boxer. Which
I think I felt like she was just lied to.
Yeah.
Right. It felt like, because she had a good moment against Betche Correia. Right. Betche Correia. And she knocked her out. Right. And fair enough. He caught her. But also, that lady tended to kind of leave herself a little open. I mean, there was a way you could find her chin.
Yeah.
So it's like you had this one moment where you thought you were something, but then I think it was Holly Holm.
Holly Holmes.
Dude.
Yeah,
Holly
just
Holm knocked that out.
Knocked the shit out of her.
Out.
Yeah.
And
she was like stumbling. She couldn't keep her feet on the ground.
Bro.
Boom. She just
It was before that. It was before that sequence. Because if you remember, she has a moment where she lands kind of up against the cage, uses the cage to get up, and turns around, pop, 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 and then gets pieced up and knocked out, right? But leading up to that, the thing that made her stumble to the cage was she threw maybe a leading left. She really leaned into the punch.
Right? Yeah.
And dude, Holly Holm, like fucking like a ghost.
Yeah.
Like she was like teleporting.
Yeah.
Pop, pop, pop. And she was standing here and then she was over here. And Ronda was just like, and took a knee on the way down.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, like you missed the shit out of that.
Yeah.
You couldn't have missed any worse. So yeah, dude.
I almost wish that like Netflix would have told them like, hey, draw this out at least one round.
Give me a round.
Give me one round.
Yeah.
You know, stall. I don't give a shit. Just like walk around and dance the whole time and just throw some punches. Just for one round. We built it up so much for 17 seconds. But I get it. I mean, like that's how Tyson was.
I was just going to say that.
You go and fucking buy HBO package or whatever, the special, and then 10, 15 seconds later, boom.
Over.
Like, that's it. Yeah. I mean, and that's why you have all the cards, right? Yeah. Nate Diaz, did he win that? Because he was on that card.
He did not.
He did not win it.
Spoiler alert.
No, I didn't think he won it. He was all fucking bloodied and everything, dude.
You know what, though? Because he's got scar tissue like a son of a bitch. So he'll bleed anyway. But no, man, he said afterward, he's like, I actually wasn't feeling that good, like as if he was sick or something. So like kudos to him for just, making the night, making the fight. Nobody ever called him anything less than a total badass, right? And he was like looking for the rematch and everything like that. But Mike Perry, I don't know if you're going to beat that guy. I don't know that the fights that would be made with Mike Perry, right? Because it's like, there's plenty of guys that I think would beat the shit out of him, but on sheer technique and just their game is better, right? But for the fights that I think he should have, and that kind of makes sense, I don't see how you're going to beat that version of Mike Perry now.
His punches, man, the way
and he'll eat anything. Yeah. You're not going to break him because we've seen what he's done in bare knuckle. He's a fucking
an
animal, bro. Like he is more than happy to take that damage. So
speaking of bare knuckle, and we'll end on this. The coolest thing was knowing that like Alex the Terrible just got
from Slaughter to Prevail. From
Slaughter to Prevail was just in a bare knuckle fight like a week before. Like he got knocked out, like knocked down several times. Yeah. But talk about fucking badass, fucking bloodied all over the place. And then 5 days later, he's
doing his thing.
Damn, dude,
bro.
His personal brand. He's done a great job building his personal brand. Wrestle bears,
fucking a Russian bear wrestling, growling motherfucker who also does bare knuckle.
Okay, you won.
There you go. That about sums it up. If I could create my makeshift superhero metalhead guy,
that's it.
Kind of the guy.
That's kind of the guy.
Kind of the guy. Yeah. So big shout out. Salute, dude. Yep. All right. With that, let's get out of here from the iconic era of advertising to the digital age. I'm Chris.
And I'm Ernie.
Keep it legendary.